Hi, students. Okay, so we're trying to make zombie decals, and I've talked about in class how you can use, if you do a drawing and you want to convert it into a decal, you can double line everything, or you can shade it in and then use the eraser. Another method would be to use a thick black marker over your pencil drawing. That could work. I'm working on another method using Photoshop, but it requires using the mouse, and which is not as fine-tuned as using a pencil, so you may not prefer this method. But you can see on the screen, here are some examples of zombie faces, zombies that we could use as a guide for creating something in Photoshop. So here's what I would do, one way of trying this. So go over to Photoshop, open up a, sorry, let me delete some stuff here that I created. So open up a picture. I picked LeBron James as my subject for this to turn into a zombie. Okay, so to do this, I want to turn him all into a silhouette image, just a black and white image, and then I'm going to use the paintbrush or the eraser tool to put in the features. So the way you would do that is create two new layers in addition to the LeBron layer. So maybe I'll call the first layer 1 LeBron, and then the second layer, I'm going to add a layer, and I'm going to call that background. And then I'm going to add a third layer, and I'm going to call that zombie. Okay? All right, so I'm going to move the background layer down below LeBron. And then I'm going to make sure that my color, my foreground color is white. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm on the background layer, and then just take the paintbrush tool, the paint bucket tool, which is below the, where's my paint bucket? Oh, right here, sorry. Below the eraser tool. And all you need to do if you're on the background layer is just click on the anywhere, and it's going to fill that background in white. So now it's not transparent, but it's white. Okay, and then we're going to go and to the LeBron layer, select subject using your taskbar here. If you don't have that turned on, go to contextual taskbar in Windows and turn that on. Select subject, okay, and then I'm going to go to the zombie layer, and I'm going to switch my colors so that black is in the foreground. And then I'm going to grab the paintbrush, and I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm just going to go in and change LeBron into a silhouette image, okay? Make the paintbrush smaller again. And now I can deselect. And now what I'm going to do is I could zoom in even. And I want to start to create features. And we have these examples over here to draw from, so we might use those. If you want to make sure that you can also see LeBron's features, of course, remember, you could make it opaque so that you can actually see his. Make sure you're on the zombie layer, and then you could trace out some of his features. We could try that. So make sure white is the foreground color. Grab your paintbrush, make it small enough that you can do details, and then you're on the zombie layer, and then go ahead and start to paint in your however you want to do that. And I'm going to make my brush a little bigger here. And yep. I could actually, maybe I'll just do the whole eye like this just to speed it up a little bit. You can actually outline stuff and then come back and fill it in when you after you do your sort of outlining. One trick probably is going to be, let's keep the brush fairly large. Okay, and I'm gonna, and you can see as we do that, we can go back and color stuff in, but this is a good way of transforming, creating that decal two-layer, two-color decal. All right, so that's the idea. You could try this technique. Use the some guides online to help you, but hopefully that helps you come up with another way of drawing a zombie decal. Thank you.